Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and today I'm going to be doing a little project share of 6 mini traveler's notebooks that I created, and they're all the Adoration notebooks that I made in my last video showing you these mini traveler's notebooks. I ended up making 6 of them for some of my friends, and they're all essentially exactly the same, just a little bit different. I use the same paper on all of them and the same kind of setup or design, but they are all different, and we're just going to kind of go ahead and walk through them. So this is the first one. Like I said, they're all again set up very similar. They all will come with a pen, this pen holder, which I showed you on my last video. These are really cute. You can find them on Temu, you can find them on Amazon, you can kind of find them all over. And I did get some that are different colors. My original set was silver, gold, rose gold, pink, and brown, I believe. So I did get some more, but this really went really good with this particular collection. I use the same paper, like I said, it's an older collection from Michael's, one of those like hot buys kind of paper packs, comes with a ton of paper and some cut aparts. And then I did purchase a few more items. I got this really cute tassel. So this I got from Temu. It came in a pack like this. So you get a whole bunch of them. I don't even know, 50 pieces, and they're all different colors. So I just used the ones that kind of coordinated with the paper pack. And then the cross charms I have here, I think I showed that in my first one as well. But then I was able to find some really little medals that were roughly the same size as the cross charms. And I thought that was really cool. So every single person is going to get a different medal. And this one happens to be the Sacred Heart. Most of the rest of them, I believe, are Mary, either Immaculate, Heart of Mary. I think maybe there's a guardian angel. I'll kind of show you. There's a whole bunch of them in here. And this was, you get 40 of them. And I ordered this off of Temu as well. A whole bunch of different ones. There's St. Anthony on here. Our Lady of Mount Carmel. Just Our Lady of Guadalupe. Our Lady of Good Help. Immaculate Heart of Mary. Sacred Heart of Jesus, and they had other ones too. I just kind of found these online and just added it to my cart. I didn't really look for any specific saint or any specific image. I just wanted Catholic medals to use on them, and I was able to find some, like I said, that were pretty small. So you can see it next to, and it's got a cross on the back too, which I thought, it's got a cross on the back too, which I thought was really cute. And it's roughly the same size as that cross charm. Let's see if I can get this to, it won't go over unless I put the tassel down. But you can see they're roughly, again, sorry about the camera, still getting used to it. The setup is essentially mirrored, so I gotta keep in mind that I'm going the opposite way of what I think I should be. But yeah, it's very small. Smaller than, I would say, a dime, but definitely perfect for this particular project. And they're all, again, set up the exact same way. So when you open it, there is a pocket right here. This particular one has Saint Therese, and then it's just the 3 notebooks. So the 3 notebooks. And then the folder, which I just shoved in some random stickers. I got these stickers off of Temu as well. So this is Saint Joseph and Jesus, and then Jesus, and they're all different, and essentially they're just really fun stickers that they can put on whatever they want. I ended up making some bookmarks for them. The bookmarks I also ordered off of Temu, and then I just laminated them and added a little tassel. So they came just paper, and they came with the sharp edges. So I just went ahead and used my corner rounder, laminated them, rounded them again, and then again added a little tassel that matched. So each person gets a different bookmark. And then I did order some of the magnetic bookmarks. This is also off of Temu. So it's just magnetic, so they can either keep it in here or put it in a book if they're reading a book at Adoration, or just, you know, use it for another purpose. And then all of them do have these cross paper clips, and the paper clips are actually from Walmart. They came in gold and rose gold. And I think for the majority of these, I just use the gold ones. And then the back is exactly the same. It's got a little pocket. This is a St. Anthony card. And these all did come with prayers on the back. I got the cards off of Amazon. And then this particular pen says, "Children are a gift from the Lord." And that is from Psalm. And then the covers, I did actually decorate all of them, so I didn't leave them plain. So this one says, or they all actually say this, they just come in different colors. This one is "Trust in the Lord with all your heart." And it has this really fun bracket on it. And again, I just kept them exactly the same, just kind of changed them up a little bit. But I wanted to show you these bracket dies are actually from Close to My Heart. So these are, if anyone still has any of this in their stash, or if they were a former Close to My Heart maker, stitched fancy brackets, or if maybe you can find them on eBay. They are Z3686. These are probably my favorite of all of the brackets that I have from Close to My Heart. I use these ones all the time. I just use the smaller one and I put it one way, and then I flipped it over, and there's some glitter paper on there as well. And I do believe the glitter paper is also from Close to My Heart. It could be Stampin' Up, but I'm pretty sure this lighter one is from Close to My Heart. And then this is the stamp set that I used. So this is a stamp set from Stampin' Up. I believe this came out in 2024, part of their like Easter or mini catalog during the spring. And it says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart." That's the one that I decided to use because I thought that was good. It was big enough of an image to, you know, take up a good amount of space on the cover, but not overtake the cover. And then here's the next one. Again, they're set up exactly the same, so I'll do this probably a little quicker, but this one has Our Lady of Mount Carmel on it. If I can get this to, again, this being opposite is really messing with my mind. But one of those cute little tassels, again, same paper, same setup. I gave each of them saint cards. They are in the pockets. Each of them got a saint card. The 3 books, the little folder, and this is this one. All of the bookmarks are different. They're different styles, different colors, but essentially all the same setup. And I did actually think about the recipient before I picked out any of the medals or any of the prayer cards as well. So these are very specific to my friends. They all have different pens. I believe I picked out, for 2 of them, they got the same pens, but otherwise the rest of them did get different ones. And then this one, I used pink ink and more of like I would call that like a mermaid green. I'm sure it's got a different color. I know this particular glitter paper is from Stampin' Up, and it was from a line, I believe, also from 2024. It is still available on their website if you have a demonstrator. It was the glimmer paper, I think is what they call it. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, and I believe it's discounted pretty substantially right now. So this one says, "Jesus is the light of the world." The other pen was, "We live by faith, not by sight." And then, again, same exact setup. Same paper, so believe it or not, this is all the exact same paper line. Again, stickers were put in here. Here's the other bookmark, and then there's the last prayer card. And I literally, just to kind of make them all a little different but the same, I kept the exact same design. So this one will receive Our Lady Guadalupe, and then "Love is patient, love is kind." And as you can kind of see, again, all different but the same. So I really liked how they turned out. I was able to make them all fairly quickly and able to use up a good amount of my stash. This one's Mama Mary. And let's see here. I cannot get this to focus the way. All right, maybe if I go like that, that doesn't want to focus. Blurry. There you go. Much better. And really the only difference in these are, again, the paper, where I put the paper. I really didn't overthink the paper. I didn't overthink the designs. I just kind of put them together. And my real only thought process was the prayer cards inside and the medals on the back. And then here is the last one. And that one, the pen says, "Do not be afraid, for I am with you." And then it's this medal right here. I just love how tiny and dainty these are. I don't think I've ever seen medals this small. I'm used to probably medals this size. So this is, you know, what I'm typically used to compared to what I was able to find. If I could get the tassel out of the way, it'd probably work better. But you can kind of see there's a big difference in the sizes right there. I was so happy that they had them and that I was able to, you know, get them for, 50 of them for very inexpensive. This is just the inside of this one. And I kept all the pockets the exact same too. So I just made the pockets this way. Sometimes I angle the pockets, sometimes I make the pockets a little taller, but I wanted to make sure that I could fit the prayer card in this pocket and didn't want to, block anything. I wanted them to be able to see it. And oh yes, all of the inside notebooks have this little pocket too. So if they wanted to put something here, they could. If they wanted to move the prayer card, let's say they were meditating on something or potentially like reading the back of this. This is the Divine Mercy Chaplet, and they wanted to meditate on that. They could write then over here. But then same thing. And they all got different stickers. And then here's this one. And these tassels I also purchased off of Temu as well. Just a big old bulk of them, whole bunch of different colors. And it was really easy to find some that kind of coordinated with the bookmarks. So here's just kind of a few more bookmarks. So they were plain before. And again, I just used my corner chomper and laminated them. And I think I laminated them with the 3mm, not the 5, because I didn't want them too thick and too bulky. And then just added the tassel on a couple more, just so I kind of have more in stock or on hand. And then I've shown these before already, but these are super cute too. And it didn't bother me that these ones were gold plated and the other ones were silver. I ended up using all of the gold rings anyway, because that's kind of what I had on hand. And I think the tassels are gold as well. So I think you can buy them silver or gold. I just kind of, didn't want to overthink any of that, but I wanted to make sure that I got these projects done so I can get them out the door to my friends. So this is just a project share. My next video, like I said in my last video, I'm going to start getting back into some tutorials. So I am going to be making a really cute treat box in my next video, and it's going to be fall themed because it is a back to school gift for teachers. But this was just a simple project share. If you do want to know how to make these, I will link Karolina's video again. That's the tutorial I use. It's really easy to follow. So you can go ahead and go to her channel to see the tutorial. And I just hope that this inspired you to one way or another. So thank you so much for joining me. Happy crafting, and I will see you all next time.